All right, this video is going to be fairly quick. Pretty much stop using line graphs, line charts. I know that, a lot of people start on Robinhood and the lines are much easier to interpret and use when you're starting out, but there's so much information in candlesticks that you don't get with lines. And so if you're going to be day trading or you're going to be swing trading, you really should be moving over to candlesticks. And so one example here is on Upstart. We have a trend line starting here, touching these 2 points, touching this point up here, and then it finally is breaking to the downside the last 2 days. And then if I switch over to lines, the trend never started. It didn't touch here, didn't touch here, and now it has this weird little line coming down. But so you can see right here, like there's no clear trend happening, and you would never think to trade this breakdown. And the reason why that is line charts don't really show you the highs and the lows. It just shows you where that period closes. So if you're looking at a daily chart and you're looking at a line graph or line chart, it's each point is where that candle closed. And then you move over here, that point is where this candle closed. This is where this candle closed. This could have gone all the way up here and then pulled back. And now okay, well, I have resistance up here. If you're on a candlestick chart, you would know you have resistance up here, but on a line, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not showing you where it's been. It's only showing you where it ended. So if I swap over to the candles, I have these low points. I have this high point up here. And then, you obviously have where it closed. So, if you're not aware, on a red candle, or in my case, purple, here, I'll zoom in a little bit more. So I can do it on this doji candle here. So the top of the body is where it opens. This is the high price. This is the low price. So the ends of the wicks are the highest point it went to, the lowest point it went to. This is where it opened. This is where it closed. So it closed at the bottom of the candle. It opened at the top. And because it opened here and closed down here, that's what makes it a red candle. It closed lower than it opened. The same thing goes for green candles, just reverse. So opens here, closed all the way up here, high price, low price. And so now, knowing that you have these highs and lows, you can start. Let me just click on. So actually, GRWG is kind of one that I'm looking at and hopefully going to be able to swing soon. So knowing that you have these highs and lows can help you plot out support and resistance. And so this should be adjusted here, but just looking at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks touching this candle right here. And then we have a fifth one right here. So that shows that this is a strong resistance. Now, if I swap over to lines, let's see if this works. Okay, so I mean, it's close, but you can see it's not actually touching. This should be down here touching the tops of those. And so what that does is now it's not an accurate, it's not as accurate, I should say. Yes, it's only off by a couple cents, but realistically, you want to be as accurate as possible when it comes to trading, and there are going to be examples that are much more, dramatic than that. So it really is worth your time and effort to learn everything you can about candlesticks. And then if you're fortunate enough to have TrendSpider, you can move on to, not hollows, raindrops. And so raindrops just kind of take it to a whole other level, and it gives you so much more information in the candle. But definitely learn candlesticks. It's also the easiest way to learn how to chart. So learning that, okay, we have this point here going down. I guess we can do it here, huh? Connect it there. And then from here, actually I'm going to do these two candles because it's touching more. So you can start to draw patterns, and you can connect the wicks, you can connect the bodies. You can see here we have a clear wick down, we have this body, we have this candle here, all kind of retesting this breakout, and then it actually breaks out on high volume. And then if I swap over to lines, uh, it's not as a clear retest. Just the pattern itself isn't really that clear because it's not connected to a wick up here. It's not touching a wick over here. This looks like I just randomly drew a line, which is definitely not the case. So if I were to edit this to be accurate on the actual, to be accurate for the lines, it would have to be like this. Which, I mean, yes, it still works for, if you're buying down here or something, but realistically, you really want to be studying the candles and having all of your lines correct, because as you can see up here, it's just completely missing all of these up here, and it's really critical to be as thorough as you can, because you're going to have those situations where you think that you're topping out and you're going to continue going, or you're going to continue going. You think you're going to continue going higher, but really it's topped out, and you start to lose profits. So it's very worth your time to be using the candlesticks instead of the bar charts, or instead of the lines. So highly recommend it. And if you guys have any questions on using candlesticks or patterns or anything, like, I can definitely make more videos on that. So just let me know, but move away from the lines. They are good for nothing except for seeing if something is going straight up.